Ways men ruined their chances. According to Reddit. Number 20. He made several racist comments. Is this even capturing the right window? Of course it isn't. God forbid. I guess I ruined my chances this night with y'all ladies. Get it? Waka waka? I'm course correcting. Number 20. He made several racist comments about his coworkers. I called him out. He said he couldn't be racist because he's a feminist and he loves women. You know, it's like when you call somebody racist and they go, I got a black friend. Another one complained about Vietnamese restaurants hiring Vietnamese people and how it ruined the atmosphere to hear them exist. Jesus Christ. You know, how do you feel about that? Can you imagine? You have to wonder if it's the first date too, because it just doesn't get better. It just doesn't get better if somebody is openly racist on the first date. It upsets you to hear a foreign person exist while they speak their language. Ooh, Trump's America boy. Just kidding. Number 19. One guy showed up 40 minutes late, wouldn't get off of his phone, only grunted at me instead of talking. And then he called me a fat, ugly whore American when I said I wasn't interested. Man, he went full nice guy. This is going to be a fun list. Another guy stood me up first time, and then when he did show up, looked nothing like his picture. He was so rude to the wait staff and kept talking to me about a show that I said I'd never seen. He said that he'd pay since he stood me up before, but then complained that my waffle was expensive. It was $6 compared to his $10 entree. Can you imagine $6 waffle expensive? And then for the big finale, he tried to take me to Walmart. Unless this dude was going to be buying groceries for the rest of your week or month or something. What the hell you think you get a Walmart for? Wait a minute.
Hey girl, I know you enjoyed that first part of the date with your expensive waffle. Can I interest you in some Walmart?
No, I think I want to go home. What do you mean you want to go home? We live in a society. I'm gonna rise up. You can walk home. Number 18. He straight up said to me, I'm just an alpha, you know? A lot of people can't handle that. You know, I'm just alpha like that, you know? Just got a really big brain. You're talking to a really intelligent guy, you know? Most people can't understand that. You know, a lot of people don't think the way that I do, so it's hard for me to associate with people. And scene. Number 17. A boyfriend of a few days told me I should start gymnastics after telling him that I used to. I asked him why, and he responded with, it'd help you lose weight. I was 110 pounds. What a dick.
I told you some people like their girls extra skin.
Someone said losing 200 pounds of dead weight boyfriend is definitely the better way to go. Nice. Oh, it was a boyfriend too. Why did I think it'd be like a guy that on a date ruining their chances? Number 16. We were chatting and he seemed cool before saying, I'm basically the real life version of BoJack Horseman. Hey, I've read something like this before. Oh no, like I could be rereading the list, or it's like a repeat entry. But this is like somebody saying they're like the real life Rick Sanchez. What are you doing? He then could not comprehend why that's not an attractive comparison, even after boasting that he's seen the whole series 4 times. Let me move on. That's a scary entry for multiple reasons. Number 15, by faking an Irish accent. This guy literally spoke on the phone for ages while faking an Irish accent. I met up with him at a gig, and he spoke in an Irish accent the whole time. I genuinely believed he was Irish up until a friend of his told me that he was putting it on the whole time. This was in England, but why? ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember nothing, but I remember this list. I've done the same list before. I've done this list before. It can't be good. Oh no. I don't know how to fix it. I'll keep reading while I'm looking for something else. Oh no. Number 14. He thought that being witty requires making fun of every person. Yeah, that's just being a dick. That is just being a dick. Number 13. He was a friend of a friend. First thing he says when we meet up is, I know this will make you uncomfortable, but you have the best fucking tits out here. Oh, snap. This was before he said hello or anything, just straight to the point. You got with him.
You got with him.
Psh. Okay, waiters. I see one here that says, what's a killer? No, that's like killer in the good way. Oh, that's killer, bro. Yeah, like that. I need to know, what is a first date killer? What's the worst date that worst first date you've ever seen? I feel like I've done it. Let's read the top 3 entries on this one and see if I've done this. So, waiters of Reddit, what's the worst first date you've ever seen? Okay, so I've been a bartender and a waiter over the years, and I've witnessed a couple of really sad ones, a couple of crazy ones, and blah, 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 blah. Good luck. That's not what that says. Good looking dude, fit, clean shaven, kind of like Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel. How old are you, homie? Who the hell is Jim Cantori? If you gonna be name dropping somebody, make damn sure that everybody knows who the fuck you're talking about, because I ain't Googling somebody for the sake of your stupid ass sitting at the bar going on about how he had a date with this girl that his best friend was crushing on. His friend just refused to ask her out because she was into him instead. He was really getting into the story when she walks in and he clams up, like someone shocked him. She was, by any standards, drop dead gorgeous. Sorry, my brain had to like autocorrect this to drop dead gorgeous, because what is drop damn dead good? Shit like that make me want to just find this nigga. You write shit like this. What's wrong with you? Drop damn dead good looking? Ugh. She was killing it in a little black dress and high heels. It was really the rip the record kind of moment. I feel like I would remember something that made me as angry as this in the past. Anyway, she comes up and does the little kiss hug greeting. She orders a tequila shot with lime. He does one with her, and they banter about getting that out of the way and move into a little more intense banter. And out of the blue, this dude whistles at me. Shocked, honestly, as the bar is pretty empty, he whistles at me again while I'm looking at him trying to figure out if he really just whistled at me like a fucking dog. Yo man, more shots. Disappointed, as he really kinda seemed like a nice guy, I go to pour him a shot and let him know that I am not a dog. And he does not need to whistle to get a drink. Sure man, no worries, just keep an eye out. We're gonna get lit, yo. Ugh. So now he's as awful as you are, a story writer. I retire to the sidebar very quickly, and one of the other guys working that night starts to talk to him while the girl goes to the ladies' room. When she gets back, he whistles at the other bartender again and shouts, "Hey man, where are my shots? Pronto!" Did he say chop chop too? This guy starts hammering shots, not crazy, but pretty damn quick. He is getting to at least 5 of them. Girl only did 1 shot and is sitting there sipping at wine. The dude, we will now call Yo, starts to get a bit sideways. Here's the thing about slang, okay? We can tell that you're white when you write. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but we can tell that you're white when you're right. Wait, When you write, we can tell that you're white. We can what you write. And here's the bottom line. A lot of slang doesn't age well when you write it down. Okay? So for the sake of the future, everyone listening, don't do it. Write like you understand something. Diana's saying she remembers this story like I've told it before. Huh. How could I not have gotten furious with an entry like this? So the dude's drunk, clearly. The girl looks mortified and sad. She is texting away like a madman. Why? Why doesn't she just get up and leave? She obviously got herself there. Then I hear him in the back raising some cane. And out he comes with a dude under his arm. What the fuck is raising some cane? How old are you? Do I have to Google your phrase? Raise cane is an idiom I can figure contextually, but what the fuck does it mean? To cause or get into trouble? You know, bartenders are some of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever in my life come across. People who work a bar? It's like you're forced to be cool. A person writing like this is like something that someone in their sick. I hear him in the back raising some cane. I can't read this shit. My grandpa wouldn't write anything like this. I don't know what to say. Out he comes, dude under his arm. They sit down and he starts talking to a different girl at the bar. He is not really piss drunk, but well on his way, and says something out loud to the other girl about gay people and walks outside. His friend follows quickly after, and the girl is left at the bar alone. 5 minuets later, the friend walks in, sits down, has a drink with the girl, and I hear him say that he put him in a Uber and sent him home. Dude, was that dude the, what's the word I'm looking for? Wingman?
Someone said that he may be,
Was the insane guy the wingman?
Yes.
And making the friend that came back in just now look good?
Yep.
They walked to go to the place, and the other had reservations for them at. I honestly thought, hell yeah, good for you, dude. About 30 minutes later, Yo walks back in, sober as the day he was born. He sits down, waves me over, and apologizes for whistling at me, gives us $20 and buys us a drink. He lets me in on the game. Yeah, he was the wingman. You could have had them be in on it. Because, you know, they probably could have asked you to leave if you were being an exceptional asshole. I know I'm not the type of person that's just going to sit idly by. Take it from somebody that was watching The Joker just now with Dia. When those 3 guys came onto that train, man, something about the harassment of the girl. I wouldn't say that I'd jump up and get in their face, but I'd bark in their direction and be like, hey, you want to bring that over here? You know? It's sad when people just pick on people for no reason. But what you expect? People to not rise up. No spoilers, Linda. I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh.
That's not something you see in the trailer, so you are talking about a scene that no one will see unless you've seen it.
Yeah, you know. No big deal.
No, but
No big deal. Do not refer to people as pay pigs, Stripes. You're the only piggy. Sorry, nobody wants to hear that in the microphone. Okay, look, I'm going up this list. Number 12, it says, it was my first date. I was 17 years old. He was 18 or 19, just out of high school. We met at a movie in the afternoon. We said hi. He paid for the movie. We sit down with a drink, and as soon as the movie starts, he moves really close with his arm around me and starts to grope my breast on the outside of my shirt. I'm like, what the fuck? And I tell him to stop. He does for like 5. Oh.
Well, made it 3 months without alcohol, but I fucked up and now I am drunk.
Well, congratulations on your 3 months that you made it without alcohol. You say you're drunk, but I feel like you'd be donating all night if you were drunk, man. So let's see just how drunk. I'm kidding. What? It's a joke. He's not drunk enough to not know joke. Thank you, Taz, for that Thank you, Taz, for that 420 donation. I believe in you. You know, you're wonderful, and I love you. You know, even if you don't, what?
button.
What button? I wish I knew an idiom with button, so I could speak in idioms all night like some kind of old man. Jeez. Where's the... I don't even know where it is. You think it would be green. There it is.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you. Guy starts groping the girl at the movie theater. She tells him to stop. He does for like 5 seconds. The pattern continues for several minutes. Then he tries to reach into my shirt. I grab his hand and tell him to stop, and then I got up and left.
Bring it on, I am not scared.
Wow, Taz, man, my man, I appreciate you. That's a hot tree fitty, my man. He said, bring it on, I'm not scared. You know, you can continue to bring it on, you know, because I know what you're telling me to bring on is definitely not you donating more, because I don't know if you're drunk enough for it. You know what I'm talking about? But I want you to have a good time tonight, within reason. Don't get so drunk that you forget, you know, how to breathe subconsciously. But let's see where the night takes us. I'm kidding. Stay safe. Don't relapse too hard. Love yourself. You can get back on that wagon. I believe in you. Etc. I'm looking for another list. What is the worst thing to do on a first date? No, I want like what's something somebody did. What first date? No, that's like it's one word answers. Guys, no wait, here's one. Girls of Reddit, what's a common reason guys didn't make it past the first date? Let's see. Nope, it's just a bunch of trying too hard to be cool, like confident, condescension, like putting people down, and bad hygiene. That's that whole list. Let me read number 11. He stood outside the window of my dorm room at 3 a.m. yelling and doing karate. Wow. He did it at my dumpster. So a dude fought a dumpster for me. Wow. Well, you are trash, you know. Maybe he was showing you that he was the better receptacle for you, you know. Let me hold you, girl. I'm not gonna let this dumpster take you away from me. Oh my god. If you are trash, I'm the trash can for you, girl. The trash can for you, girl. True Silver Wolf says, without any spoilers, was the movie good? It was great. Just temper your expectations. When the movie ended, Dia and I were both like, wait a minute, that's it? I don't know what we expected to happen. I don't know if I feel like I expected to get, you know how you watch certain religious crap and people get filled with the Holy Ghost? Part of me expected to watch the movie and be able to recognize a moment when something would snap and make most people watching feel like they gotta rise up. There wasn't a moment like that. It was just a good movie. So. Oh my god.
Okay, how drunk am I? Lol, I've listened to you since the Tipu days and just paying it forward.
Oh my god, Taz. Wow. You didn't have to do that, Taz. Wow. I appreciate you, Taz. It's all about you, you know? Just like some people would fight a dumpster to show that they want to hold the trash people, I want to hold you. And there is no Tasmanian devil. You know, that has a place in my heart, like you, Taz. Smoke weed every day, you know. Thank you so much. Sorry, something got on my tongue. I'm sorry about that. You're fine, Taz. You're a wonderful person. I can honestly say I don't think I've had anybody in here drunk donating before, so you may be, I don't know, a cherry pop in here, you know. I can say that my drunk donation cherry has been popped. Wow. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. Oh man, that's multi-layered. I met this guy in a community college who I thought was really cute. I was an awkward, gangly girl who didn't know how to flirt. We actually became friends though, and we often would hang out with the same group of friends. Man, I remember when I was younger, Dia, The nerd girls were like really, really, really specifically nerdy, and they only had one or two things that they were really into that all the guys couldn't like get in on. Like I used to know girls, like really big titty, like skinny weirdo girls that were like homely, and I don't know how to describe them, like almost homeschooled. So it was definitely like forbidden fruit in the way that there was no way to get at them because they spent all their time around their home, right? They would like things like Wolf's Rain, which is a weird anime, or oh my god.
Glad to pop that cherry, crack that whip for Mandy.
Oh my god, my man, Taz. You're unrivaled this night. You know, I feel like I should be the one bending over to receive the lashes. You know what I mean? You know, when we crack that bang 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 bang. I said whip it good. Sorry. I need to stop.
Strickland's hamburger.
What?
I got paid. Here's some love for Dia.
Damn, Diane. What about me? Oh my god. I thought Diana and I were gonna run to like the Mykonos. Where's that?
You're rude. The fuck?
Is Mykonos a place?
I love you, Diana.
Yeah, it's in Greece. Mykonos is a Greek island. It's real. God, my brain knew where I wanted to run, but I didn't even know. That's pretty dope. The Mykonos. Thank you, Diana. You're wonderful.
I don't like you. I love Diana though.
Oh, what the? Get out of here. I like the Mykonos.
Yeah.
What? We'd come back. We'd just treat it like a photo op. Maybe see if we could overthrow a government and become rulers, you know?
Be quiet.
If I went to some islands and conquered them, you be mad? I'm talking hundreds of years ago style, go to an island and conquer that bad mother. Come back. Would you do it for a Dia snack?
No.
Come on, I kept it in the couch for you. You don't even care. Can't believe it. I kept one of Dia's hot Scooby snacks over here, and she's all mad because I'm going to run to the Mykonos with Diana to conquer it. Come on. Can you imagine if we knew somebody from Greece and they're like,
I live in the Mykonos, and the idea that we're just like some place that's gonna be conquered. It's not a joke, Kyle. Bah.
thank you, Diana. I appreciate you. And I apologize to any and everybody in attendance this night because I genuinely have found yet another list that I have read before, and that's not good. So I found two lists just now. Dope. I found two lists just now. One is entitled, what is your most effed up first date experience? So let's read them and see if you guys recognize them. For a while, I had on my OkCupid profile that I would accept any reasonably pitched invitation to a date. This led to many bad dates. A notably bad one, a guy invites me to a party. I ask a few questions, but he's kind of vague. Tells me to dress nice, and it ends up being a religious family holiday. He told his family I was his girlfriend, and I went with it. Have you guys been married for 10 years? You're a champ for playing along. Yeah. How do you not break that to somebody, though? Just tell them. You guys want to know what would make a badass video or a movie? Dia, movie idea. You ready for the pitch? Here's the pitch. I message you on a dating app, and I say I'm just looking for a girlfriend to convince my parents that I'm not like gay, you know? So we go over there. You agree, everything's fine. We go over there, and you're acting like genuinely disturbed. And when they press you, Dia, what do you say?
He's actually gay.
No, you don't tell them that I'm gay. It gets better. Here's my movie pitch. Here's the whole movie. You open your mouth and say, we're pregnant. So now, dude, after making up a story about how we've been together for all this time and it's been the happiest time in your life and all this shit, you know. You could even throw in some like, you know, I'm a very religious person, so I would never consider, you know, getting rid of the child or anything like that. You know, that's the movie. You liking it so far? Huh?
It sounds interesting.
And then when the guy goes, listen, we're going to break it off. We're going to tell everybody you had a miscarriage. And then you go,
If you don't do exactly what I want, I'm gonna freaking kill myself.
and then the guy looks at the camera and goes, oh boy. Is it a horror movie, Dia? Do we call the movie Real Life?
It's like a shitty comedy.
It's like too real. It's too real. I just wanted to prove to my parents that I wasn't gay, but the girl pretended she was pregnant and now she's threatening me. She's gonna tell the police I hit her. Oh my God. Bruh. And then I end my own life. Dia, that's the ending of it. You don't seem really enthusiastic about this movie. Is it because I pitched it with you starring in the movie?
No, it just sounds.
Just sounds a little too dark?
No.
That's why it's too real? Come on.
Sounds like crap.
We don't watch any real movies these days. You know how people try to get away with being real? By setting their movies in the 70s and the 80s when people didn't suck and they said what they felt. They made a movie these days and it was supposed to be depicted as real, where people said things that weren't PG. They get in trouble.
You guys trying to get in trouble?
Rob Schneider is a carrot. Number 2 on this list. Dateline 1983. San Francisco. I met a girl in a small bookstore and we seemed to hit it off, so I asked her out. She took me to a nearby ATM to get some cash for dinner. She and her partner then tried to rob me. They had been having some success with the setup over the summer, so the SFPD was watching ATMs in the area and arrested them both. I spent the night at the police station being interviewed and writing my statement. No dinner, no first date sex. And the shop sold the book that I wanted. What do you mean no first date sex? You could have been robbed.
Damn, Diane.
Almost forgot about butter slice.
What up, Is she trying to replace me? My pee-pee so girthy and throbbing. Okay, you can't replace me. She's trying to take my seat.
Stop turning that way. Your back hurts.
That's why I turned this way.
You're dumb. Keep looking forward.
What you said, like my back hurts because of the burden of carrying you in butter slice. But I would gladly take that pain. Okay.
Shut up. You're such an idiot.
Okay, Diana.
Sacrifices.
Yeah, all the sacrifices I made, the struggles, I would gladly. But Kyle, how come when I look back on the beach, I only saw one set of footprints? It was then that I carried you. Okay. Wait, no, the golf clap. Ladies and gentlemen.
You're such an idiot.
What's wrong with that? I carried you. That's why it was one set of footprints, okay? Footprints in the sand.
For sure.
Number 3. Wait, did I even finish that one? Yeah. Yeah, the guy should be happy that he didn't get robbed, okay? Number 3. About 5 years ago, I asked this woman out for Plenty of Fish. Plenty of Fish is a dating app. We decided to meet up at a place called Montana's to have dinner. They have some pretty good fajitas, if I may say so myself. Anyway, I show up and she looks significantly better than in her photos. Seems like a good, like a great turn of events. Now, I know this seems like a good thing, and it was. We really hit it off, and after chatting for about 4 hours, the restaurant closes. She says she's really enjoying the evening and wants to continue. She invites me back to her place to play some Super Mario. Now, as a pretty nerdy gamer dude, that's the sexiest invitation. This is some really sweet shit. After a little while, she excuses herself to the bathroom. I tunnel vision the game, and eventually realize she's been gone for 30 minutes. This seems like a pretty long time to go to the bathroom. Unless there's some serious issues with dinner, or maybe she's putting on sexy lingerie. I decide to knock on the door. No answer. This is concerning. It's not like she tried to ditch me in her condo. I would have just stayed and eaten all her food if that was the case. I break into the bathroom and find her passed out on the floor with a rubber band tied around her arm and an empty needle on the floor. Oh my god! Yo, this is Reddit 3 years ago. Oh!
People were hardcore.
I didn't think, yo, that's a 4chan comment right there. Ooh! What? It's not funny. Anyway, if she was just having a good time and she's fine, you know, hopefully everything's great. But if she OD'd, man, that kind of sucks. At least you go. That's not funny, man. That's not. It's so terrible. One more, okay? I don't know if this counts, but I'll proceed. I went out drinking and ended up sleeping with one of my friends' friends. I had never met them before, and we were both pretty drunk when we met. A week after the fact, I took her out to dinner. Everything was going great through the dinner, and the restaurant that we went to was near a big, high-end shopping center. After dinner, we decided to go shopping and drink at the Cheese Factory bar. Here's a cheese factory, or is it a cheesecake factory, homie? One of those is insane. She tells me the friend I met her through is working at a store in the shopping center and that we should visit her. I say sure. We go there and this girl starts trying stuff on via the common friend and takes it up to the counter. We go there and this girl starts trying stuff on via the common friend? I walk up and our common friend looks at me and says it'll be about $460, and I'm like, what? I tell her I'm not paying for it. The girl on the date tells me, why am I being cheap? The girl I fucked and her friend walk outside to talk about the situation. I let them talk, and I say it's a pleasure, find your own way home. Her house was 30 miles away, and I was the one driving. I left there and went out drinking with my buddies. Who are these women? How did they just expect that you were gonna, like... Because it would be bad enough, you know, if it was just the girl that you were with, and now she's, like, after the fact trying to get something out of it without letting you in on it. But what makes her friend think that she's entitled to anything?
Because she's a girl.
Because y'all crazy like that? Huh. Well, this is an interesting little thing. Let me check another one here. It says, damn, you know it's bad when they're all deleted. Let me see if I can retrieve any of these. Make a new one. Remove. Excuse me. I apologize for that. I hope it wasn't sharp in the microphone. Okay. I was working at a Mexican restaurant at the time, and a really mismatched couple came in. He was dressed casually in jeans and a t-shirt, and she was decked to the nines in stiletto boots, full makeup, including lashes that were false, super tight, tiny club dress. I seat them, take their drink, and she take the drink order, sorry. She isn't really speaking to him. Glaring at the... Huh?